Morning, everybody. Welcome to Power Yoga. All right, we're going to start in child's pose today. So let's flip on over to our hands and knees, big toes together. Kind of sit back on those heels, bring chest and forehead down towards the mat. And just taking this opportunity to settle in and focus. Taking a few breaths. Standing and just noticing your breath and your thoughts and how your knees feel, your shoulders. And looking at our power yoga class, trying to find a little focus on our mat and intentional movement here before our day gets started. So just as we move on our mat today, looking to energize into our hands, into our feet, into our head. Not getting kind of complacent with our limbs today, being purposeful, lengthening arms, and just moving with intention. Watch for those cues throughout your practice today. So take a deep breath into your belly, and on the exhale, walk hands over to the right side of your mat. You can tell my brain is a little slow. I was like, okay, which is this right or left? I can't quite connect with that yet. Take a couple breaths here, and as you're here, drop left shoulder down towards the mat to look underneath the right arm. Take another breath in and walk hands to the center of your mat. And on an exhale, walk hands over to the left. And as you're here, just pressing palms into the ground and then dropping right shoulder towards the ground a little further, gaze underneath left arm. Big breath in and walk hands to center on the exhale. Take one deep breath into your belly here. Nice audible exhale out your mouth to release any heat, any tension that's going to hold us back. Then let's rise up to our hands and knees. Moving through a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop belly, gaze up. Exhale, round spine, push the earth away. One more just like that. Inhale, drop belly. Maybe pause here a little bit longer. Look for length in your arms and sway shoulders side to side. And then on the exhale, round spine. Pausing here, swinging hips right to left a little bit. Tuck chin a little closer to your chest. And then back to neutral spine. Tuck toes, lift hips up for down dog. So starting that intentional movement here, really pushing hands into the mat, lengthening your arms and side body. Let's bend our knees and just walk out that dog for a couple of moments. Then rise up high on those toes, stretch out the bottoms of your feet, lower heels down. One more time, rise up high on your toes, and exhale, heels down towards the ground. This time we're going to rise up high on those toes and take baby steps forward to our hands. When you get to the top of your mat, slight bend in your knees as you grab opposite elbows. Let that upper body fully weight down towards the mat. Take a moment to bend and straighten your knees. Do that several times here. Let that head stay heavy. Eyes can be open or closed, but if you're a little tippy with eyes closed, be sure to keep them open. Dangle arms down towards the ground. Slight bend in the knees as you round up to stand. Just let your arms be heavy. Inhale, once you get to the top, reach out and up like your first morning stretch. Slight back bend, straight arms, gaze at that ceiling behind you slightly. And come back upright, Tadasana, hands by our sides. Roll shoulders around any bit. All right, let's wake up. All right, find a really purposeful Tadasana. Hands are facing forward, fingers are energized. Wrists are straight. Kind of looking at your arms, and as we move through those flows today, looking for that straight wrist, engaged arm, strong fingers. And then let's take a deep inhale, reach out and up overhead, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. And bow. Bend knees, plant hands, step back to plank. Let's lower down to our knees for our first chaturanga. So elbows are just going to hug by your sides so you're nice and strong. You're lower all the way to your belly. Push into the tops of your feet, baby cobra as you curl up. And exhale, lower down and push into tabletop. Then down dog. Bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up. Find that energy in your hand. Exhale, back bend, either cactus arms or straight arms. And rise up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Find plank. Knees can stay up or down to the mat for this full chaturanga push-up. Lower down, inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Strong energy in those hands as you rise, reach up. And exhale, back bend. Come back upright, forward fold on an exhale. Halfway lift. And bow. Then knees plant, hands plank. Lower down, chaturanga push-up, your version. Up dog. And down dog. Let's add right leg lift here. Knee forward, plant that foot, low lunge. Plant back heel, inhale, warrior one. And back bend here. And hands down to the mat, step back to plank. Lower chaturanga push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg lifts high. Low lunge. Drop that back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Slight back bend, opening up that heart. And hands down to the mat, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. All right, bend knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Rise, reach up to stand. And back bend. You're starting to take it a little deeper as your spine warms. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Bow. Find plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. All right, let's lower down into a hover. Find our tabletop hover here. Knees are almost on the mat. Spine is long. Let's relax those shoulder blades away from your ears. Hold as you engage navel to your spine. Find a couple breaths here. Either building strength here, or you can extend one leg at a time back to hovering bird dog. So that leg will just go straight behind you. A lot of energy into that foot. Bring that knee back. Continue to hover as you lift left leg behind you. Try to release tension from your jaw here. And lower back to that hover. Hold for a deep breath in. And on the exhale, down dog. All right, this time coming into full tabletop. On the hands and knees, extend right leg behind you. And then swing that leg out to the side, hover that leg, point toes towards the front of the room, and then place foot down on the mat. Find and lower down into that chaturanga push-up here. Spring up, hands come up overhead. Nice side stretch, getting in those obliques again this morning. And reach hands up overhead. Swing it over to the left side. Hands can stay extended. Arms, lots of energy. And find all the way over to the side. Eventually, that left hand will come down. Gaze up at that right hand. Come back to center. Nice slow control. Hands down to the mat. Swing that right leg behind you. Tuck toes and lift into three-legged dog. Lift that right leg up even higher, trying to keep toes pointing to the mat. Just like we talked about that energy in our arms, find that same energy in your leg. Let it be powerful. And then low lunge, right foot steps forward. Plant left hand, open up to a twist. Gaze up and just feel this stretch for a moment in your body. All right, from here, we're gonna lower down this first time to that left knee. And then keeping twisted to that right side, pick up that left hand. So you're in twisted warrior here. Relax your shoulders down, palms face down to the earth here. So take this a little bit further, continue stretching backwards. That right arm goes down towards your left thigh. Left arm goes up overhead. Like a reverse twisted warrior. Come on back, straight arms. And cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower down chaturanga push up. Up dog, and down dog. Hover down towards that tabletop. Building strength here. Again, either stay with that hover or extend left leg first this time. 3-limb tabletop. Bring that knee back. And extend the opposite side. These are tough, right? Building lots of strength here. Back to hovering tabletop. And down dog. Really lengthen through your arms as a way to even give your shoulders a break here. Put more weight into your feet and heels. And then come down into full tabletop. Extend left leg behind you. Bring and hover that foot out to the side, toes point forward, and lower foot down. Take a push up here, and come on up, hands overhead, extend. Side stretch to the left. And you can gaze up at that top hand. Inhale, come back to center, and let's go sideways. Arms extend, a lot of energy, fingertips out that left foot. And bring that hand down, full stretch. Slowly lift. Try not to use any momentum to come on up. Hands down to the mat. Swing left leg behind you. Tuck right toes and three-legged dog. Again, toes are pointing down to the mat. Really kick through that leg. And then low lunge. Find a twist, right hand plants, left opens up. Again, think about that high five, that energy into your palm and fingers. Lower down to your right knee. And slowly lift up into that twisted low warrior. Palms face down. Find a little bit of length in your spine here. Twist a little bit deeper. And reverse that. Left hand comes to that right thigh. Right hand goes up overhead. Come back to that twist. And cartwheel hands down. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Bend these gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up. Find a back bend. Inhale, upright and forward fold. Halfway lift. Long spine. Take those shoulders away from your ears. So lengthen that neck as well. And forward fold. Then knees plant, hands find plank. Hover both knees. Stay. Or play with extending those feet one at a time. Taking a few breaths with right leg extended. And switching sides. You can pretend you're like pushing something away from you as you extend that leg. Come back, hover, and down dog. Lower down to hands and knees, extend right leg behind you. Swing that foot out, rotate so toes point forward. Place it down on the ground. Take your push up. Hands come up, side stretch to the right. Find as much length as possible at center here. Arms are straight, head is right between your biceps. Palms, lots of energy between your palms here. Hold. Find a little bit more length, ground that right foot down to the earth. Big breath in, and hand down to the mat. Nice. Find length, stretch it out. Even tuck that right shoulder down a little bit to stretch into that shoulder a little deeper. And then this time open up as well, heart towards the sky. Come back to facing forward. Try to stay right where you are as you pick that hand up and rise up. Hands plant on the mat. Swing right leg behind you. Tuck left toes, three-legged dog. Deep inhale, and then low lunge. Find your twist, open up to the side. Left hand plants. All right, this time you can take that modification on your knee, or let's get less weight into that left hand and extend the right arm behind us. Now slowly picking it up into your twist. High twist. Face palms down. Find reverse twist here. Right arm goes to that left thigh. Left arm reaches overhead. Maybe gaze up at that hand. And back to your twist. Hands plant down on the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push up dog, and down dog. Lower down hovering tabletop. Extend left leg long. Continue to breathe here. Lower that foot and extend right. I think these are harder than chaturangas for me this morning. All right, come on back. Find down dog. My shoulders are like yowza. All right, lower down into tabletop, extend left leg. Swing that foot around, rotate toes forward. Hold, and then place foot down on the mat. Lower down into your push-up. Rise up. Side stretch. Stretches feeling really good through that side body. We gaze up at your hand and come to center. Tilt sideways, a lot of energy between those palms. Hold and hover. Find length. And hand comes down. Full stretch, reach and gaze up to that hand. All right, coming on up. Slow as possible. Nice. Hands to the mat. Swing that foot around. Three-legged dog. Lift it up. Low lunge. Find your twist. Right hand plants, left opens. High five that wall. Again, lowering down to that knee or extending that arm straight behind you. And then slowly lifting right arm up, controlled into this twist. Reverse it. Left hand to that right thigh. Right hand up overhead. Maybe shift that gaze. Come on back. And cartwheel hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push up. Up dog. And down dog. Then knees gaze forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Release hands down to the floor. Stretch out those hamstrings. Head hangs heavy. All right, let's toe heel feet about mat width apart. Left hand reaches over for that right big toe. Keep knees straight as you rotate that arm, right arm up to the sky. And now bend that left knee any bit that feels good to twist even further. Come back to forward fold. Right hand reaches over to that left foot. Knees straight as you open up and twist. Then bend right knee, deepen your twist. Come back to forward fold. Maybe grab the backs of your ankles. Just stretching out any bit more into those hamstrings. Bring hands to the center, toe heel feet hip width apart. And inhale, rise up to stand. Nice and slow. And find a back bend. Inhale, hands reach tall. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And bow. Find plank. Chaturanga push up. Up dog. And down dog. All right, we're just gonna inhale forward to hover. Exhale, extend right leg behind you. Inhale, bring that foot back down. Exhale, extend left foot. Inhale, back to hover. Exhale, tabletop, or rather down dog. Draw heels down to the mat. Slowly move into tabletop. Nice, controlled, lowering those knees down. Extend the right leg behind you. Swing it forward. Plant it on the mat. Find your push-up. Stretch to the right. Then to the left. Hold at that side angle. Relax shoulders and jaw. Energize through those elbows. Place hand down on the mat. This time lift foot up and stretch, extend. Like you're standing on that side wall again. That foot is lots of engagement. All right, place that foot down, slow, controlled. Move up to center. And then exhale brings you down to the mat. Swing that leg behind you, find three-legged dog. Low lunge. Find your twist, your dragonfly, and take your modification or rise and lift up. Reverse it. We're a little tippy here this morning. Come back, face sideways. Cartwheel hands down to the mat. All right, this time we're going to swing that leg back, keep it in three-legged dog. Walk hands back to that foot. All right, open up into a half moon. So left hand is going to go on the mat, and right hand is opening up. Point those toes out the side. Maybe get a little bit less weight in those fingertips on the mat. All right, both hands down to the mat. And then we're going to swing that foot, just like we did in tabletop, out to the side. And then lower it down. Take a forward fold at the back of your mat. Walk hands forward into down dog. Lower down to your hover. Extend left leg. Down and extend right leg. Bring it down, find down dog. Lower down to full tabletop, nice slow movement. Extend the left leg behind you. Swing it sideways. And lower it down. Find your push-up. Lift up. And side stretch. Come to center. It's a lot of energy here. Keep those arms energized as you hinge sideways. Hold here, find a little bit more length. And right hand comes down. Let's lift right foot or left foot up rather. Gaze at that top hand. You find a little bit more engagement into that leg. Place that foot gently down. Rise up. Deep breath in and hands down to the mat on the exhale. Swing leg behind you. Three-legged dog. Low lunge. Right hand plants, left hand opens. Modify to your knee or lift up. Find your twist. And then reverse it. Back to center, cartwheel hands down. Three-legged dog. Walk hands back to that foot. Right foot is down. All right, half moon on this side. Right hand down to the mat, left hand opens up. Rotate those toes to point sideways. A little bit less weight in those right fingertips if possible. Maybe eventually trying to hover that hand. And bring both hands down to the mat. Let's swing that foot right straight out to the side. Hover it as high as you can, and then lower it down. Forward fold. Walk hands forward. All the way to plank this time. Take a chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. Then knees gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, bow. Rise, reach up to stand. And back bend. Hands reach tall. Tadasana. And grab a drink of water. We're going to repeat that vinyasa one last time, exactly the same way we just did it. So as you go through, things will be familiar. Focus on that energy all the way to your fingertips, your palms. Let's find Tadasana. Take a couple breaths here. All right, inhale, reach hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift and bow. Bend knees, plant hands, find plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog and down dog. Hover onto your knees or towards your knees. Extend right leg and lower. Extend left leg. Lower. Down dog. Nice slow movement down to tabletop. So you're controlling, engaging those muscles. Extend right leg behind you. Swing it out to the side. And plant that foot down. Take your push up. And rise up. Side stretch to the right. And then to the left. So find energy here, palms, arms are straight. Keep that as you hinge sideways. Nice. Lower down that arm. Once hand is on the mat, lift leg up as high as it will go, engaging that side glute. See if you can just hover up slowly, kind of at the same time, lifting that foot still slightly and then placing it down. Hands down to the mat. Swing that foot behind you and three-legged dog. Walk hands back to that foot. Left hand plants, right hand opens into half moon. Feel free to keep half moon here, or if you have sugarcane variation, grab that foot to deepen this a little more. Returning to half moon, and then hand goes down to the mat. Swing that leg out to the side, keeping it as high as you can, and then lowering it down once it's at 90 degrees. Walk hands out to down dog. Lower down into hover. did we miss our vinyasa? We're gonna just throw it in. Come to down dog really quick. Bridget. All right. So let's see, we've got right leg high, bring it forward to a lunge. I can't miss this. It feels so good. Left hand stays planted, right hand opens up. And then lift into that twist. Find your reverse twist. That will be more balanced on both sides. Come on back. See how you can kind of switch things around and it still feels good. Come to down dog. All right, lower down to knees or towards knees. Extend left leg. And hover, extend right leg. Come on back. And down dog. Round heels down, take that stretch through the backs of your legs and side body. Slowly lower down into tabletop. Extend left leg behind you. Swing that foot sideways and lower it down. Take your push up. Eyes up. Stretch to the left. And stretch to the right. Engaged arms. Hold here for just a moment. And then lower hand down. Lift that leg up. And energize through that entire body. Try to keep that leg hovering maybe as you lift that hand up. And then come up. Hands down. Swing that leg behind you. Lift up three-legged dog. Now the question is, do we do it the same way we just did it, the backward kind of way? I think we're going to do that just so we're balanced. So walk hands back to that foot. And then right hand stays down, left hand opens into half moon. Take a sugar cane variation. I like to keep everyone on their toes, especially myself this morning. Extend back to half moon. And both hands to the mat. Glide that leg over to the side. Slowly bring it down. Forward fold. Walk hands out to down dog. Left leg high. Low lunge. Right hand stays down, left hand opens up. And lift to that twist. Reverse it. And come on back. Slowly cartwheel those hands down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. And down dog. Pedal out your feet. Bend knees, gaze forward. Step to the top of our mat one last time. So deep breath in as you halfway lift. Full exhale out your mouth, sigh breath. Inhale, rise up, deep breath in. And exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Slowly coming down into a yogi squat. So step feet about mat width apart, just lower down. Take a stretch here. Elbows in the sides of your knees. Long spine. Palms together, relax shoulders and jaw. All right, plant right hand or left hand down rather. Open up, find a twist here. And let's switch and do the opposite side, right hand plants. Come back to center. And we'll slowly put hands behind us. From a seated spot on your mat. Extend legs straight and just forward fold. Keep spine rounded, legs straight as you slowly lower down to your mat. Take a full body stretch. Extend hands up overhead and then pull knees into chest. When you're ready, just rock right to left. Giving your low back a little massage. Cross left leg over the right and drop knees off to the right side as you tee off your arms. One last twist on each side. Take 2 sighing breaths here. And then bring it back to center. Hug knees in. Cross right thigh over left. Drop knees off to the left. Tee off arms. Take a couple sighing breaths here. Deep inhale. Nice relaxing exhale. Checking to just balance that energy in our body. After your second breath, come back to center. Hug knees in one last time. This time draw nose up to knees, tight little ball. And slowly uncoil. Extending long on your mat. Into your final pose, Shavasana. Using those exhales to really settle yourself in. Release any tension in your shoulders, your chest and jaw. Even like your glutes and thighs. Everything softens and settles. Taking a couple more breaths here. And slowly finding movement in your wrists and hands, your toes and ankles. Moving to a full body stretch like you're just getting out of bed for the first time today. Nice and energized. Great night's sleep. And let's make our way up to a seated spot on our mat. Just being intentional, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed. We're energized, but still have this softness to us. This focused energy. Let's take a deep breath, completing practice all together. Reach hands overhead. Nice audible exhale out your mouth. Hands to heart. Head bows. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning's practice. Hopefully you're full of energy and get all of your tasks accomplished today. Namaste.